Hey, what's up? So today we're doing part 2 of the Q&A. The first part was pretty good, I think, and now here we are. So yeah, I'm not going to do as many as I did in the first one, or at least I'm going to try not to. That one was like a nightmare to do. The files get too big sometimes, and my computer can't handle it. Sounds like a jet engine or whatever. So yeah, we're going to slim it down a bit. But anyway, if you want to send any questions my way to be answered in the next one or the next one or the next one, send it to questions@nistuff.com. I'll try to do a new batch every so often. I don't know if anyone cares about this, but I want to answer them, and it's fun, so keep doing it. Also, do whatever YouTube stuff you can. It really helps, especially now. Views are down across the board for everybody, so yeah, do what you can. But thanks a lot, and here we go. The first one's from Ridiculous Badger, and they ask, is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm going to have to say probably. Maybe it's a taco? Maybe it's a cannoli? It's either a sandwich, a cannoli, or a taco. But you know what it actually is, deep down? Delicious. Depending on the brand, of course. I do pick up Nathan's here and there, but I'm open to hot dog suggestions. If you got them, let me know. Next up is another one from Ridiculous Badger, and they say, hey there, would you have any interest in doing a live event on the Show Z Store Discord server? We would love to talk about it. Let me know. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm down. I'm probably down. I don't know if it's if I have to sign things or whatever, but if it's chill, I'm there. If it's not, I don't know. Give me some more information and I'll let you know. Next, we have 2 questions from Bear Trap. They say, any figure you have bought without knowing anything about it? Oh my God, have you seen my channel? I pretty much don't know anything about anything. I sell myself short a little bit here and there for comedic effect. And also I don't want to be called out for not knowing things, but I mostly know the connective tissue to everything that I buy, but there's tons of stuff I don't know, man. I kind of leave things to be discovered as I navigate my way through a hobby. I don't ever want to know everything, for the longest time, the Transformers community was so intimidating to me because so many people are like, you don't know the name of Shockwave's gun, which appeared in one episode of the It's like, I don't really have the need for that information. I'm a weird guy, but I guess I really don't want to know everything about the thing I'm orbiting at the moment because then there's nothing to learn, I'm so in to get the ins and outs of this or that, but to know everything for me is just kind of sad because then there's nothing else to learn, So you always got to leave a little bit to be excited about or to discover again or whatever. That's just me personally, but specifics, who's a guy I don't know much about? I'm looking around. Hold on. I don't really know much about the Shattered Glass universe. I just know that everything's inverted and it's just an alt universe thing. The good guys are bad guy colors and the bad guys are good guy colors. And that's just kind of enough for me, If there's one central thing in the Shattered Glass continuity that you guys can point to let me know what I should be reading or drawing information from, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much just piece together things over the years. There's no solid Shattered Glass universe to my knowledge. It's kind of whoever's writing it changes things or adjusts things for their story. So yeah, let me know if there's a solid through line for the entire Shattered Glass universe, because I don't know that there is, but point me in the right direction. For me, they're just beautiful colorways of characters I know but are slightly different, and that's exciting to me. And the next question is, are there any clown or clown-like toys in your collection? I personally think there should be a clown car transformer by now. It would be so freaking funny. Love your content. Good luck. Goodbye. Okay, yeah. Clowns, huh? I don't know. Clowns. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Yeah, I don't think so. I can't say I'm too interested in clowns. When I was a little bit younger, I was super into Twisted Metal, and that had a clown in it. But yes, the closest thing, I don't know, clowns. No, I don't think I do. Oh, I have a Ronald McDonald right there. He's a clown, right? I got this in Japan. He's a weird one. He's a McDonald's toy. I don't know if I need to say that, but he's in a spacesuit and he's awesome. So yeah, there's a clown. It's not a transformer and it's not related to anything we're going to ever look at probably, but there he is. He looks great. Look at him. Thanks for the questions, Bear Trap, and on to the next one. Here we go. Oh, it's a big one. It's from Christopher N, and they ask, what inspired you to make YouTube videos? Man, I just want to be part of something, want to be included in the conversation to some degree. Yeah, I don't know. I love puppets. I love making things on the computer. I have a graphic design background and all sorts of toy design, manufacturing, visual communications. It's all whatever. So this is pretty up my alley. But yeah, I had to make it weird and add a little digital puppet of myself in the corner. So sorry about this, but it's got to be fun for me, you know. And right now it's pretty fun. Have you ever picked fruit? Yes, I have. Picked apples, picked blueberries, picked strawberries, oranges. And I think that's it. Yeah. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? Probably, oh my God. I don't know, trees. So in real life, I'm kind of tall. I'm not like the tallest guy, but I'm pretty tall. I'm like almost 6 foot, but like just around there. I wish I wasn't. I wish I was a short guy, but I'm not. So yeah, what's a tree that wishes it wasn't as big as it is? I don't know. I'm just, let's go with a pine tree. They're cool. I am kind of deathly allergic to pollen though. So do pine trees have pollen? I don't want to be allergic to myself. That would suck. But yeah, let's go with a pine tree. Why not? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's such a hard question for me. Like I have too many interests. So I'm never going to be a professional at anything. I'm always going to be the guy that does a million different things. Like I'm sculpting toys right now. I'm working on websites. I make videos. I'm making a video game or trying to. I love making music or making little jingles. I like working with graphics and visual communication stuff like graphic design and all that crap. I love distribution and manufacturing. I've worked in e-commerce. I've worked with like collectible memorabilia for pretty big companies and pretty small companies. I've worked in old school catalog type companies where you have like a huge list of products and all sorts of stuff that needs organization and all that. So I've done pretty much everything like within a certain spectrum of jobs. So to ask where I'm going to be in 5 years, I have no idea. Is AI going to take over all creation? If so, I'm screwed. I'm going to go work at like a retail store or whatever, or an office. I don't know. Like it's hard. It's hard to decide what's going to happen. But for now, it's just odd jobs here and there, creative stuff, freelancing, you know, usual. Would you consider what you do to be art? That all depends. Do you mean the videos or do you mean just my other stuff? Because I do a lot of other stuff. But the videos, yeah, they're art to some degree. I put myself into them, I feel. I think everything that people make is art to some degree. So I'm not really the one to ask this. But yeah. Do you have any money you don't want? I got a lot of coins in like the car or something you can have if you want. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That would be up to the woodchuck in my opinion. Who's your favorite Beatle? Billy Joel. Or more importantly, sorry, I missed this part. Who's your favorite monkey? Monkey D. Luffy. Who's your favorite member of the band The Police? I don't know, man. What? The tall guy. Who's your favorite policeman? I can't say that I have a favorite policeman. It's weird. I mean, this is obviously like a meme. There's like a bunch of meme questions here, but I don't know. I'm not really a huge fan of brutality, so fuck those guys. How would you bring about world peace? Just get rid of money. Why not? Can I borrow $5? No. What? That shit's mine, dude. Get out of here. Thank you, Chris N. You're welcome. Thanks for the questions. Next, we have one from Jessica L. And they say, thoughts on your recent video, which is pretty ominous. So let's get into it. They say, hi there. I recently came across your channel and enjoyed your video on the Transformers HasLab Deathsaurus figure. It looks like your recent videos have been getting around 2,200 views, which is great. I thought I noticed some potential for improving your channel. Okay. Is this like... Would you be open to chatting? Yeah, this is just an ad. Okay, sorry. Next one. For the question box. This one's from Jonathan H. And they say, how do you store your figures? Do you keep the boxes? Do you store those separately from the figures? Do you keep them in a climate controlled area? Jonathan. So yeah, God, climate control. Do people do that? That's crazy. But yeah, I just put them in a shelf. Sometimes if they don't go on the shelf, they go in a bag. And that's it. That's all I do. I try to keep the ones I like a lot on the shelf and the ones that kind of I lose interest in, or I don't have enough to like make a nice little display, I put in a bag and they go in the they go in the garage in the tub forever. So yeah, I do keep some boxes. They have to be beautiful. They have to be like really nice. But yes, I do have a big portion of boxes that are just empty. I keep them separate from the figures, and they're usually in like a bigger box or something. It's terrible. It's the worst. I want to be free of this curse, but I can't be, because like here we are, right? It's a really slow process to acquire all this crap, but it's an even slower process to get rid of it and even sort it sometimes. So yeah, I really don't recommend it. But climate controlled is like so bougie. I don't even know anyone who would have the means to do that. That's crazy. But power to him, I guess. Thanks, Jonathan. Next, we have one from V0 with a 0 on the end. So V0. Their subject line is Q&A-Q. And they ask, what is your favorite part of collecting the things you collect? And yeah, I pretty much like it all. I like opening it. I like moving it around. I like seeing how it works. I like standing it next to other things of its same type. I kind of like it all. I like the feel of it. I like the way it looks. I like, I'm not afraid to say it. I like the way plastic smells. I really like it all. It's pretty great. Some of them stink, but for the most part, it's pretty nice. I like putting the dudes that are friends together. I like putting the dudes that are enemies together. I like putting things that don't need to be together. I just like it. It's I don't know. So it's an interesting question. But yeah, I dig it. I dig it all. That feels like a pretty lame answer, but it's true. It's how I feel about it. I like the exciting feeling of finally getting something that you ordered in the mail and being like, whoa, and seeing it in your hands versus only in promotional pictures. I love it all. It's crazy, but it's true. Thanks for the question. And on to the next one. We got one from Gene L. And they say, did you know that the cyber key that came with Legacy United Cannonball can fit in the slot in the throne from Coronation Starscream? What? What are you saying? Hold on. Let me just get him real quick. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy. Like, not even that it's crazy that you can do this, but it's crazy that someone hasn't printed a 3D cup holder for this. That's someone get on that. Thanks a lot, Gene. That's awesome. Oh, and they included a picture. Holy crap. All right. And with that, I'm going to end it. I know it's probably really short, but I do have this other thing to do. not like in my day, but we're going to look at this right here. It's from the Weekly TF. They sent it to me a long time ago, and I'm sorry I haven't got to it yet, but here it is. We're going to take a look at this. Reminder that anyone can send me stuff, but you don't have to. Don't feel obliged or anything. Yeah, there should be a blocky in here, if I'm not mistaken, but let's check it out. All right, so inside the box, it looks like there's 2 boxes. I was only told about one, so this is a mystery. Hell yeah. So I know that this one is Cliff. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there he is. But this one, this one's a mystery. Oh, let me just get this open real quick. And aside from me dropping a couple pieces on the floor forever, gone forever, it's actually Sunstorm, which is beautiful. I love Sunstorm. This is great. Super shout out to the Weekly TF. Awesome guy to send me free stuff. I don't know anything else about him. We talked a little bit on Instagram. Seems awesome. Content seems great. If you want to go check him out, I don't know. That's up to you. But thank you so much for this gift. Here they are built. Pretty sick. And yeah, special thanks to anyone who sent questions in. Thanks to the Weekly TF again. Thanks to everybody who's watching. You guys are great. Thanks to Kat for just being awesome. Hell yeah. We'll get her on the channel soon. And here we go. We'll see you next week. Don't know when this is going up. Probably next year. But yeah, keep sending questions. I'll keep answering them. Send me stuff if you want me to open the stuff. Get in contact with me wherever you can. And that'll do it. That's the video. Goodbye. Oh, sorry. And that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, whatever we're doing. You know what to do. And that's it. Goodbye.